Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. My name is Maria Weaver, and I'm the owner of Simplified Partners Bookkeeping, Payroll, and Advisory Services. And so in this video, what we're going to cover is actually an update to a video that I did in 2021 on various accounting platforms. And I wanted to redo the video and update it because there's been some changes in the marketplace, and there's also been some changes in my recommendations from that earlier video. So I wanted to do a fresh, clean review of 3 different software platforms. So what we're going to do today is talk about 3. We're going to talk about QuickBooks Online, which I'm actually sharing with you right now. We're going to talk about Zoho Books, and we're also going to talk about Freshbooks. And so the point of this video is to give you a little bit more in-depth information from a pro advisor and someone that uses the software or these softwares every day, and maybe some information that you just can't find when you're out there Googling. So let's get started. Let's start with this one I'm sharing with you now, which is QuickBooks Online. So QuickBooks Online is absolutely the #1 accounting software here in the United States. It has had a market of definitely the lion's share of the market in this space, and for good reason. It is a good, solid accounting system, and it has a lot of features for small businesses. So I want to kind of show you around what you're looking at. So this is a sample company called Craig's Landscaping and Design. This is actually let me move over my screen just a second. What you're looking at is the plus version of QuickBooks. And so there's five subscription levels that you can choose from. And this particular one is plus. This one is going to come with a feature called Projects, which is very helpful, and some other features that are not with the Essentials package. So basically what you're given a dashboard. This is the dashboard that you're at. This is just a way that QuickBooks has designed it for you to go in and do things quickly, such as adding products and services for your business, sending invoices, receiving payments, doing these kinds of things, paying bills. You don't have to use this dashboard. You also can use a business overview, which is very nice. One thing that QuickBooks is really focusing on a little bit more is just giving the business owner graphs to help you make decisions. And so this is still very basic information. It's certainly helping you to, for example, at a glance, see the amounts in your checking, see the balance on your credit cards, see how many invoices you're waiting to be paid on, looking at your expenses and being able to determine what time frame that you want to look at. So there is some good analysis features that come with the QuickBooks software. So let me tell you a little bit about kind of what's happening in the space with Intuit and some changes I've seen with QuickBooks Online since my last video. So first of all, QuickBooks Online is a product that is owned by Intuit. That's the name of the company. They also own a lot of other names and brands, such as TurboTax that you might have seen out there being advertised recently. They also own Credit Karma, and they also own MailChimp, which was a new acquisition of theirs that they announced just a few months ago when I attended the Pro Advisor conference. They have a conference for us Pro Advisors every year, and that was another some recent news that they shared with us. One of the things that I've seen that I think negatively impacts you and I as small business owners is the fact that the pricing has gone up for QuickBooks. Particularly for the top level subscription, which is called Advanced. So Advanced is almost doubled in price from where it was. I will tell you that they have added significant features to the Advanced subscription level, but I will also share with you that of all the clients I have in my practice, I don't have anyone using Advanced right now. Not to say that we won't move them to Advanced if I see the need, but I can tell you that, like I said in the earlier video, I would stick with just what you need. So my recommendation, #1, I'm still recommending QuickBooks Online. I'm also going to recommend that you use the Essentials version of QuickBooks and see what you're able to get for that price point, and then only move up to Plus if, for example, you really need the projects feature, You really need to be able to see your profitability by project and some other analysis features that are not available in the Essentials version. And so the last thing I will tell you about QuickBooks is you might notice if you have been maybe you are an existing subscriber or you're looking at, what to pick. When you go to quickbooks.com, they're always going to have a deal where you have for 3 months you get 50% off, or for 6 months you get 60% or 50% off, whatever their deal happens to be at the time. I, as a pro advisor, luckily, they still have the program where pro advisors like myself that sign up new businesses on their platform, we can give you a permanent discount. That has always been the case with QuickBooks for the last many, many years, is that pro advisors had this benefit of being able to offer their clients a permanent discount on the software versus just a 3 or 6 month discount. So if you have not set yourself up on an accounting platform, I would tell you, leave a comment, visit us on our website, simplifiedpartners.com. You can select contact and fill out that lead form. We can certainly get back with you and set up your QuickBooks file and be able to pass along that discount for life. So that's really a good benefit, especially with the prices of their subscription going up. So now let me move over to the next software that I'd like to talk about, called Freshbooks. And this is such an exciting time with Freshbooks, and I'm so excited to be, I'm actually part of their beta team. And this is a test file that I have just been given access to. And so Freshbooks, as you can see on the left-hand side, has most of the features that you're going to find in QuickBooks. FreshBooks is not does not have the market share of QuickBooks, but they're certainly gaining ground in the space. I really like the FreshBooks software because, number one, they listen to their customers, particularly people like myself that are bookkeepers and firm owners that can really, I'm trying to help you as a client, and they really listen to us and you as their customers and really have made just huge strides in the last 6 months alone at improving their software. So I want to show you around this test file a little bit. You have a dashboard. This is like it would look if you had a brand new company that you were setting up. You're going to review and add. You can add branding elements, which just look spectacular. I think the branding and the design of FreshBooks is even better than QuickBooks as far as the design of your invoices and bills and that sort of thing for your company. You're able to easily invite people into your organization. This to me is awesome. They have better, in my opinion, better options for people to see your accounting file. And let me explain that for just a second. One thing about QuickBooks is the subscription level that you select gives you a certain number of users. One of the drawbacks of the Essential plan we talked about with QuickBooks is that you only have 3 users. And then you have to pay for other users, which means you have to bump up the subscription. So here with FreshBooks, I love it because they give you different choices. Where QuickBooks says either add a user or not add a user, you are able to select permissions. This is just a lot cleaner in my opinion. So you can give someone complete admin access. People like me are actually down here. You could add me to your account and I'm free. You don't have to pay for me if I'm doing bookkeeping on your behalf. The nice thing is you can add a contractor right to your FreshBooks so you can see what they can do. They're able to track time. They're able to track expenses on certain projects. It's awesome. That's really great because you're allowing the contractor to do what they need to do, but they don't have access to the accounting platform. They don't have access to the numbers and the transactions and that sort of thing. You can also add employees and then managers. So this, in my opinion, is just very nice and a lot improved over where QuickBooks is right now. You have a really streamlined, obviously we don't have any invoices in this test file, but I'll just take you through all of the different areas. So you have clients. This is where you would list all of your clients, your invoices, and notice here that you have a projects feature. And so this is another big reason why I recommend FreshBooks. I believe that if you're getting a business started and you're not over $1 million at this point, then this software is going to meet most of your needs. Of course, it depends on the type of business you are, and if there's something you're not able to, then we can get into that. But notice here that you have a projects feature built within FreshBooks, and this is not like an added subscription that you're having to pay for. So FreshBooks is a lot more price friendly. Let me just kind of share with you some of those prices. Let's go on over to FreshBooks and click on their pricing, and you can kind of see what you're looking at. I do like that FreshBooks defaults you to monthly and not the yearly cost, so you don't get snagged in a yearly fee. But you can basically be right here with the plus, the most popular. That's what I'm showing you, by the way, in that sample file is a plus, and it's only $25 a month. You're able to try it free. And then you can bump up to the premium for $50. There is not a limit on the number of clients that you can have. They do it a little bit differently. Also, because I'm a preferred provider with FreshBooks, and I do recommend them, I can also offer you an additional discount on your subscription. So, like I said before with QuickBooks, just reach out to us and let us know. And there was something else I was going to tell you about FreshBooks. It just escaped me, but hopefully it will come back to me. So, but anyway, just a very well-rounded, very simple to use interface. The one thing, and the reason why I have this test account, another reason is FreshBooks recently made a big change to their chart of accounts. And so what that even is like all the money in your business has to be attached to an account. So some of your money is income money, right? Some of your money is expense money. Some of your money is equity money. And so all of the money basically goes on an account, and collectively that's called a chart of accounts. Well, one of the drawbacks with FreshBooks at first was that they gave us this chart of accounts and we weren't able to change it. And so luckily now they have come out with a completely new chart of accounts that we're able to modify, which means that you can see the data that you want to see the way you want to see it. Whereas before we were sort of locked down on the way that we could do that. So number 2, FreshBooks, definitely recommend, especially if you're trying to be cost conscious. Would love it. Oh, the one thing I was going to tell you came back to me. We also help you with setup of your FreshBooks file. So if you would like to just have us help you get everything set up, reach out to us and we can do that. All right, the third contender, I'm actually not going to share on my screen an actual accounting file, but what we can do is just go to zoho.com/books, I believe is the extension, and we're just going to talk about this one for a little bit. In my video in 2021, I did recommend Zoho Books as a contender. And one of the things that I liked about it at the time is its ability to really be part of the Zoho ecosystem. And so in case you didn't watch that earlier video, let me give you a little bit of background with this company. So Zoho is not a US company. It is a company based out of India. And if you go to just look at zoho.com, or you could even research Zoho One, you will be able to find information. But they have a completely different business plan and vision than a company like Intuit or QuickBooks or FreshBooks. Is these other companies, FreshBooks and QuickBooks, are really all about building a good accounting software. Zoho is really about building software for your entire business. So Zoho is interested in you using all of their applications that do talk together and do talk among themselves in order for you to run your business. And so it's definitely a good vision and something worthwhile versus having to use a good accounting platform and then finding applications, that talk to it. So my recommendation has changed with Zoho Books, and I do not recommend Zoho Books any longer. And I want to let you know some of the reasons why I have switched gears with it. So I will say I do have clients that still use Zoho Books. I have witnessed and been a part of many, many, many problems with the books application itself. It is not a very user-friendly application, and it also is very difficult. Their support is sometimes very difficult to get to the root of the issue. One of the things that you face with their support is sometimes, if you're a US company, the language barrier. It's very difficult to understand the support team. The other challenge that I've seen with Zoho is that with having so many applications and then so many teams knowing so much about each application, sometimes you don't really get the people that you need to answer your question. And so there's definitely been some challenges with support. The other big reason that I don't support Zoho Books any longer, or actually I have three main reasons, this is the second one, is the way that integrations work with Zoho. So for example, an e-commerce company that uses Zoho Books also has a Shopify store. And there is a Shopify integration with Zoho Books, but it's extremely limited. The integration doesn't have any kind of, you can't modify the integration. And so it created a lot of extra work in the accounting software to have this integration. So it really made sense to not have the integration because it just didn't work. It didn't work the way that it was supposed to. And then again, that takes me back to the first issue with support, is that the support just wasn't there from Zoho to really fix it and to really make these integrations work the way that they're supposed to. The third and final reason that I don't support Zoho Books specifically as a bookkeeping firm owner is because of the way that we share accounting files. So for example, I am a pro advisor and I have a team that we all work together to do services. We do bookkeeping and payroll and financial advisory services. And so what that means is that I need the ability as an accountant to share files with my team. Now, I'm the one that makes that decision about who has the file sharing. With Zoho Books, there's no mechanism for that, period. There's nothing built for me as an accountant. So what that means is, let's say I have a team member that's going to do a client's books in Zoho Books. I have no supervisory role. I have no view into that accounting file because it can only be shared with my team member. So that puts me as a firm owner at too much liability. And it puts you as the owner of the file really not having everyone that should see the file be able to see the file. And then that's another issue, is just getting access to an accountant is not very streamlined with Zoho Books. And there's a lot of support tickets that have to be put in, and it's quite a process to have us added because we are not a paid user. You shouldn't have to pay for us. We are a free user, as Zoho does say, but getting to find someone that actually knows how to set us up has been quite a challenge with several of my clients. So anyway, that was a long video that I was going through and explaining all of that. But I really hope that this detailed review really helps you. So let me summarize what we talked about today. Number one, we talked about QuickBooks Online. Definitely still a recommendation with me. Unfortunately, the pricing is going to go up for you. Just to know that, I would definitely see that those increases are going to continue. Reach out to us and we can help you. We can't help you if you have an existing file, but we certainly can help you if you're creating a new company. We can help you. Number two, Freshbooks, absolutely. I recommend them even higher than I did the first time. They're really listening to customers. They're making strides in the space, and I couldn't be more excited to help them and give them feedback and partner with them. Number three, Zoho Books is no longer recommended for many reasons. If you have questions about any of this or anything at all, please leave us a comment. We'd love to help you. And subscribe to our channel. We are new on YouTube, and I'm so looking forward to being here with you every Thursday for more on bookkeeping, payroll, financial advisory, and business process improvement. So until next time, have a great week.